Welcome back to 6 this morning. With Christmas 8 days away, many Michiganders are lighting up the ATMs with their debit and credit cards. But amidst all the holiday cheer, we may overlook our financial security. Well, joining me this morning is author of Identity Theft's Do's and Don'ts, Scott Merritt. Now, Scott, what's the first thing I need to do to avoid such a scam?
You need to make sure you have the proper identity. Now, this might seem kind of trivial, but you want to make sure you only use one version of your name, one version of your address, one specific phone number for all of your financial matters. That doesn't mean the one that you use for your friends and your family. You want to use that one address and phone number and version of your name for those financial matters.
Well, Scott, let me ask you this. I only have one name and I only have one address. What's wrong with just using that?
Well, the problem is you create aliases on your credit report, and what that does is that's a breeding ground for fraudsters. Whether it be them accessing your checking account, getting your club membership and getting your credit card information at your local gym or your local nonprofit organization, or even the library for that matter.
Now tell me some of the things. I know we're always banking throughout the season. We're always trying to get money out of the ATM. Anything I need to know to prevent me from getting caught in the act?
Yeah, one of the things you want to do is avoid using the ATM for your personal debit card tied to your checking account. If you're going to use the ATM, use the credit card. It's got additional protections that your debit card does not have.
And I want to reiterate that. So if I'm typing in my address and I lived at, I don't know, 111 Susie Panny Lane or something like that, you know, and I shouldn't put LN, I should put LANE.
Yeah, well, however it appears on your driver's license is how you want it to appear. So if they use LN, then that's what you need to use consistently. The key is consistency.
All right, well, consistency is that key. We'll stick around at 6:40. Scott will tell us how to actually prevent identity theft. Anna Jackson next with your weather. Thanks for waking up with 6 this morning.
Speaking of the holidays, we know that they're cheerful and we know that they can be fun, but Francesca Amaker joins us next to explain how identity thieves can try to take away some of that festive fun from us while we're spending.
Welcome back to 6 this morning. Presents, Christmas trees, eggnog, and identity thieves? Well, one of these don't belong, and one of these ruins the holidays for thousands of families each year. Well, joining me this morning is author of Identity Theft, Do's and Don'ts, Scott Merritt. Now, Scott, you just went over some of the things that we need to know about putting our identities online, but how can we prevent these thieves from attacking our debit and credit card sources?
Well, number one is you want to make sure, first of all, that you use an actual credit card. I know everybody likes the debit card because they're convenient, but that opens your checking account up to thieves.
Wow.
Secondly, you want to make sure that if you're going to go online and shop, that you go directly to the website. You do not want to use the link sent to you in your email. If you get a text saying, hey, here's this promotion, do not click on those, because those people are stealing your identity. Once they get access to your phone, not only will they get your information, but everybody that's contacts in your phone.
What about some of those phone calls that we may get telling us that we may have won a holiday cruise for the whole family?
And there's nothing wrong with that, but what you want to make sure you do is you want to call them back. You get their phone number and say, I'll call you back. The reason why is that prevents them from using the data mining systems and stealing your data.
Okay, and when we're shopping in the actual store, because some of us don't just, shop online, what about in the actual store? Is there anything that we need to be cautious about, maybe protecting our number when we're putting it in?
Absolutely. You want to cover up your hand. You also want to make sure that you, again, you want to make sure you use a credit card, not a debit card. You also, what I would encourage you to do is check out my website. There's a whole bunch of free tips and information, newsletters. I even have a free quiz on there that you can take and find out if you've got issues. And if you do, not only do I have my book available, but you've also got a number of free services on the website that I give to help people.
Well, to take a look at some of those free tips and quizzes, head on over to our website and click on the Scene on 6 icon. Thanks so much for joining us, Scott.
Thank you.